Welcome to the heart of Atlanta, Georgia, and Central Park Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Georgia State Panthers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. He knows that they have got one of the best wide receivers in the country, highly rated and experienced, but a young quarterback. They have tried to put some things in this week that will help them get the ball to their best target on the field. We'll keep you posted as the game continues. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. The Wolverines headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The run inside. It's Butler. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to throw on third. Escapes the pressure to his right. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Here's a return from midfield. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
They'll try the left side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. With the catch, it's Marshall. Across the 25, he's got room. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Wolverines!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running inside. It's Butler. Finding some room. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front with trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the left side. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the ground, it's Marshall. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. He takes it in. Touchdown, Panthers. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Throwing, Underwood. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Now he'll throw back into the middle. And it's it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. What a grab with one hand. And he'll be brought down. Just a terrific effort to make the one-handed grab, but he couldn't get past the marker.
Well, how about how easy he made it look? Just sticks the mid up in the air. I know he didn't get the first down, but just no big deal. Just I've done this before. You know, another day at the office.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Fires the pass, intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. We've played 1, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Finds his man. It's Marsh. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Underwood unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Wolverines. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. To the air on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Fires toward the target. That's caught. It's Butler.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
The Panthers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. The offense changing the play. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They're able to make the stop, but not before Georgia State has a first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Looking downfield on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got a man. It's Murray. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it a receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. And you can tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And they did tack on the extra point. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Right down the middle. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Picked up. Offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Makes the grab. It's Washington. And tackled there by the defense.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Back to pass on second down. They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're down to the 20, first and 10. The run inside. It's Murray. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
Hey, this offense is trying to stay aggressive. They want to blow this game open and take the lead. They're not going to settle for a field goal there, and that's why that last third down was critical. That
he got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Panthers!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Underwood to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense.
He's going to take a shot. And that ball is caught. One hand grab. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Buying some time. Fires on the move. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Throwing, Underwood. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. Underwood from the gun on third down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Goes high to pull it in. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Fitted in the window for the score.
Every coach in the country talks about...
Oh, they block it. That's a live ball. He can take it back for two. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 14 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Buckeyes, who are faring well right now in their quest to turn this season around. 2-3 would hardly be 5-0. They can close this out. They've accomplished something. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Underwood buys a little time with his feet. Catch in the middle. It's Marshall. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who could make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Underwood. Time to take a shot. Makes a deep grab. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Moving out to the right. Touchdown, Michigan! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Here comes the 2-point try.
Ready. Kill. Move it. Mustang.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Georgia State takes over as the offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Makes a grab on the shot. Flying down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia State.
And I think it's pretty clear. They went into the half and said, we're getting the ball and we're going to be aggressive. And how about the aggressive shot down the field? Play 1 of the second half to start it, and he goes all the way to the end zone. That is how you start a half fast.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll go back to work on offense. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it.
Got a little grass. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. He got a step and just dusted the field. That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Running inside, it's Murray. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
They punted away on 4th down. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. So here comes the Michigan offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here's Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. That pass is incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. He's taking the shot. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Georgia State hoping to convert on 4th down here. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Man, what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. The give to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Underwood. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
It's too bad because these receivers are winning outside one-on-one. If this offensive line can just give their quarterback a little bit more time, there are some plays to be had.
To the air, it's Underwood. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
There he goes. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
Fires to the right. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The official says no good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside a wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field to go.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They go play action. Bryce Underwood throws to the tight end. Got his man. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Underwood. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Here's the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Going to try to get it himself. At midfield, he's got room. How frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a quarterback like that. They finally get him out of bounds.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the lone running back. Makes it past the marker. There's a crease. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Going to take a shot. He's got it down the field. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-goal situation from the 8.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. Run in the red zone, it's Marshall. He's going for the goal line. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Slams it ahead. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Makes the grab in their space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Pocket breaking down. Unleashes one. Finds a man on the right.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Murray. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Georgia State comes to the line with a first and goal. He might want another play. He wants to throw it. Bring in the heat. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
With this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Quarterback decides, let's think this fourth down play over, and he calls a timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on fourth and goal. He'll set up to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Got out of trouble and throws. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The decision to go for it does not pan out. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line.
949, rock star. 949, rock star.
The handoff keeps working on that clock. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Using his legs, it's Marshall. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. 3rd and 6 yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. He really needs to get away a good kick here. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the grab close to the logo. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Georgia State takes over as the offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Pretty much down to cases here, David. They have to execute quickly to have a shot at the end.
And obviously you want to do...
Unloads it downfield. Intercepted deep in his own end. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. The run inside. It's Marshall. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.